Good afternoon, guys. Happy Monday afternoon. Oh, late, I guess, evening at this point. It's almost 6 o'clock now. Um, we have a special guest joining us today. He is found me through a friend of a friend. He is going to come on, and we are going to have a discussion here. So he has a YouTube channel, but it's rather small. So we're going to help him out today, guys. We're just waiting for him to join. He's new to StreamYard, so it takes him a minute. So we're going to interview him today, guys, about his channel, talk to him, and see if we can help him out. Thanks, RetroLad. Hey, man. Yeah, man, I hope you had a great birthday. I'm still working on those videos for you, buddy, but I'll try to get them done as soon as I can. I was resting, man. It took me a minute to rest and everything. But yeah, it's great to have you guys here. Let's see. Getting a message from him real quick, I think. Yeah, so it's great to have you here. Glad we got 3 people in the chat. Nice to see you guys. Take your time. Yeah, thank you, man. I will do everything I can, my friend. You know, I want to make it for you. It's just the top 10 movies is gonna be really hard. Hey Joe, I'm doing good. How are you doing, my friend? The top 10 movies is gonna be hard because I have to really think on it. TV shows, I think I know, but I might need to think on it a little bit. Hey Jake, hey Underground, but I'm pretty sure the video games and movies will take a little bit of time, but I'll get it done. We got 4 people watching. All right, so let's see. This new creator should be here any minute. How are you guys all doing today? Joe, I have been doing a Star Wars marathon. I just finished I just finished Empire. Oh, great, man. I might be seeing Empire again in June in theaters. So it's a great movie. It's a great movie. It holds up pretty fantastic, actually. I can't lie. So we're just waiting for him to get here. But until he gets here, we'll just do the usual, I'll read through chats and see how everyone's doing, checking in. He's new to StreamYard, so we're just going to take him a minute. Oh, Sensei Wolf is in the building. Oh, you're talking about me? That's funny. That's funny. That is funny. So I just woke up from a nap, guys, because I dozed off. I was eating lunch, and I got really tired. I guess I woke up early because of my work schedule. And even though I was off, I just kind of like zonked out. So that was definitely one of those things. Did you guys read about the Polaris thing about Sydney? Did you guys read about that? That was released in the news today? Because there's some misleading facts going around. Oh, hey, how have you been? Have you ever been in a bar fight? Oh, my dude's here. Give me a second. I have not been in a bar fight, but that's an interesting question. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. Hey, well, the man of the hour is here. What's going on, my friend? Let's see. Give me a second. All right. Oh, there he goes. Yes, okay, so your screen's blank. I should see you in a minute. Sometimes it just takes a second to get it adjusted. But I think I thought I saw you. All right. You can also go, if you need to, there's also switching in audio mode and stuff. But I should see you in a minute. It's just showing a blank screen for me right now. Does your phone have a good camera? And can you hear me? Just give me 1 sec. See what's going on with his settings. Let me see if I can, where to put my phone. Reach out to him real quick. Thank you once again so much for the $2. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Okay, he's gonna reconnect. Sorry, guys, we're just having technical difficulties right now. Try and reconnect. I should be able to see you. Make sure that your mic is on, and make sure that your camera is on as well. He'll get back here in a minute. No worries. Have you ever? Yeah, that was an interesting question. Handyman to the stars. Of the if I've been in a bar fight, I have not. That's an you have more mods than regular. Yeah, I had to do that because we've had some situations with an impersonator going and trying to basically make trying to ruin my name and my reputation and trying to like basically pretend to be me and my friends. So that's why I've had a lot of mods. It's because I have a guy that has a lot of accounts that goes and pretends to be all my friends. So yeah, there's a guy on the internet causing problems. You know, it happens. Where is? See if he's getting it figured out. He should be figuring it out. Yeah, so we're just getting his stuff set up. Hopefully he'll get it figured out soon. Takes a minute sometimes. Yeah, I heard about that too, Jake. Here he is. Let's see if this works now. I see him. Oh, there he is. Do you hear me? Good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I just need to know if because I don't think this website lets me use this microphone.
Oh, it should be able to. So any of the microphones that are connected to the thing, like when you set up your stuff, is it plugged into your phone or like whatever you're using? StreamYard is on.
Yeah. Like the microphone that I'm using right now is plugged into my phone.
Okay, so it should use it then, because I'm hearing you good right now, so it should work. So yeah, hold up. I gave some. Oh yeah, we can hear your mic. You're good. Okay, so Underground said good. All right, so yeah, I gave some YouTuber goes by the name XTR Ahmad. Yes, to his channel is. Oh, that's pretty cool, Underground. So what? So Monster. Well, do you go by Monster? Or what do you usually go by?
I usually go by Monster.
Okay. So Monster, tell us about yourself. I've looked into some of your videos. I know we had a friend of a friend at one point, so I was curious for you to tell us about your channel a little bit and about what inspired you to get into YouTube.
So basically, for my channel, like pretty much just I talk about anything and everything. I just to be honest, I'm just a professional yapper, and
we're all in that game. There's nothing
yeah.
wrong with that.
So I was just like, yeah, why not just like upload videos of me talking? Like mainly, I just want to give people the opportunity to think. I just think that that's like a really important thing to do, and so I like bringing a lot of things to the discussion table, to like the philosophy table, et cetera, et cetera. And
I
so
think
that
a lot of your videos are really fun, and your editing is pretty good, especially for using a phone. I think it's quite good. So I'm guessing that like in terms of like growing for you, like you work pretty busy at your job, right? Like you work a 9 to 5 type job.
yeah, more like 8 to 6. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 8 to 6. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, I know what that's like. I think a lot of us, not all of us, but I definitely work a full-time job, and I know that as a YouTuber and as Bounce said, as Terry Silver from Cobra Kai said, balance is crucial, and it's not always easy. And I know that because I work at the airport, so I know like getting up. I used to get up super early and balancing everything. Now I recently changed my schedule where it fits my creator schedule pretty good. But now just keeping up on sleep and stuff, and because you work in a public environment, you get sick easily. So it's tough. But that's one of the things I've learned is being as consistent as you can be is really important. And also, like, obviously you have Instagram. I'm assuming you use Twitter and any of that other stuff, or just usually Instagram. And
I'm not using Twitter or anything like that like yet. I do want to include like TikTok. I was gonna put my shorts on TikTok, maybe like do some extra things with TikTok maybe.
What I think what I think you should do is, not to cut you off, is to take your shorts on film them on TikTok and then post them on YouTube, so that way you can post them on both. So that way, because I've seen a lot of people go pretty viral pretty fast doing that. Because then it's like, oh, you got getting followers on TikTok. They might be people on TikTok that don't use YouTube, and then you're getting the people that aren't using TikTok at that moment on YouTube looking at your stuff and go, oh, you post this on TikTok. Oh, that's really cool. Now I'm getting both platforms, and there's actually a lot of money to be made in TikTok right now, which is really nice. So it's pretty cool. Like YouTube, you do pretty good. You do pretty good stuff. But I think TikTok, there's a lot of ways that can work, which is kind of cool. So I noticed that you post a lot of like, trying to think how to reference like some of your videos. I'm trying to think like would you say like you do a lot of talking, but would you say you have like a specific like niche or topic that you gravitate towards?
No, not really. And this was something I was gonna like do like later on down the line. I was gonna like break my channel into 2 channels, but as of right now, I just mainly talk about anything that I really just think about. So far, I've covered things from ADHD to gaming, and really, I just talk about anything right now.
So as you talk about gaming, here's my next question. So, as someone who talks about games, do you stream games? Like, do you like playing and talking community and stuff?
I was planning to stream games like later on. I used to stream. I don't really stream anymore because what I'm doing right now is mainly just whenever I get the time from work, I just go into script writing and like editing, all that stuff. I could stream, but I'm just mainly focused on production right now.
No, I get it. I mean, I just feel like sometimes when I started my channel, as soon as I could stream, I've been streaming because I think it builds, like, I think live streams build that kind of community where like a production in a video, people will watch your videos and it's awesome, but like you really know a lot more about a person and can really see their creative style and how good of people they are from watching them live stream, and really just building that community. And like a lot of the people that are in my community on YouTube, I game with because we're close enough that like, oh, hey, they look forward to me. Oh, we're watching a movie together today. Oh, we're gonna play some games today. Like, that kind of community is really important, especially doing this thing. I've been doing YouTube for about 4 years, and I've learned a lot. Read a lot of books. I've learned a lot about script writing, and so yeah, it's definitely really good to definitely broaden your horizons. And I would say stream earlier than later, because you might not get that kind of full community if you're just doing videos, unless your videos are really hitting. Like, if you're getting your videos that like you're hitting like, oh my god, this video does 3K a day or something, or like maybe what up Chosen, or maybe you do something where you get to see almost like as you mentioned your shorts, right? Do you feel like if your shorts are popping off and going viral, you're getting that traffic, you're getting that community from that? Like, so I feel like just knowing where you want to build, because at this stage right now, obviously all of us everyone has like, there's a difference between I'm not a famous person and I have a small channel, but I don't have that small of a channel. So it's like, as of doing it for 5 years, it's been a while, but like also I've been consistent. Like, so when I started YouTube, I didn't have a job. So I went in, I did 12-hour streams. I I posted my stuff on my socials, and good thumbnails, everything went in. How you doing? Anything Star Wars and Marvel? So yeah, I think that's really the number one thing is, you got to go all in. You got to kind of find out what thing works for you. And honestly, one of the other things I think is important is like a lot of people start YouTube and they're like, oh, I want to do this. I want to talk about these things. And it's important to be true to yourself. And that's awesome. But it's also important to pay attention to the trends, right? So like a lot of times, like for me, when I started my channel, I start with certain things. We all got to start somewhere. Underground says, yeah, that's good to hear, my friend. Anything Star Wars and Marvel, I'm doing well. So basically, like one of the other things is like, one of the hot tickets right now, especially like as the summer rolls around, is, if you like watching movies, people do movie reviews. And then you get people that do that and enjoy that. You get TV shows that are on that people like to talk about. A lot of that stuff really finds really good viewership because you're getting people interested and engaged on what you have to say about those topics. Because as an individual creator, the more you grow, the more they start to trust your opinion and go, oh, this guy, he really knows, the camera angles, the stuff. Oh, I really like this actor. I like this about this character. And another thing I would say is really good is reaction videos. Like if like a movie or TV show releases a trailer or a video game, people like to watch people, reactive YouTube is very hot because it's like people will get to see your expressions. They know you're not just because nowadays you get these channels that I don't mind doing a video that's recorded off camera. Like I don't mind doing like pictures and like video clips and whatever. Sometimes I'll do that, and make it just a really good production with lots of good editing. But I feel that nowadays a lot of these people just make AI scripted videos and they're constantly getting views. They're constantly getting things because the algorithm's liking that it's like animated robots talking. But I feel we need to remember as human beings that we're still here and we can still make these good productions as on-camera people, and we still have a place. And I think that's very important to remind people that our voices are still here. There are still YouTubers that are still making a difference, showing their voices on camera, using a mic, all those great things. Because I think that it's important.
Yeah, I totally agree. I actually made a video. Like pretty much about that, about exactly what you said. It was the video was titled "Is Our Society Turning Cyberpunk?" And pretty much the craziest thing was I forgot exactly how I got to that point, but I was on my editor, and my editor you can use like AI to completely write your script, and not only that, it like stock footage, it does everything, even voices it over. So I was like, honestly, I think it would be a great artistic choice to have AI completely do this whole thing to prove, well, to further my question as is our society turning cyberpunk? And I think personally that was a perfect thing for me to do, to prove that we just might be turning cyberpunk, our society.
Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. I do agree that like sometimes using AI as a tool can help, and there is a place for AI, and I think that there is a way that it can be utilized, like especially in script writing, especially in coming up with ideas. I personally prefer, even though it's a lot of hard work, and even though it's with my schedule, it takes a long time. I like the production value of going off from scratch and making your own individual scripts and going, okay, this is what we're going to talk about today. Because I think that it's so rewarding when you're putting your heart and soul into this video and that production is paying off. Like it doesn't always pay off, but like it's that you have that drive. And like, yes, you want things to help. Like AI can help you and do the tools, but people aren't going to, even though there are those channels out there that have AI, people aren't going to always, like some people just are not about listening to a machine. So like some people, you're going to feel, I think that our job here as YouTubers, building our communities, doing these things, is to show people, no matter where they are in the world, that there are still people that care about people. And I think that is really important, because I feel like I've watched some of these AI creators and like, yeah, their videos are entertaining, but they also sound like a news person. Like nothing about them has any flaw or any like issue. When we're recording things, sometimes we mispronounce something or we missay something, and it's part of the fun of recording a video. Or like in these AI videos, you don't get these people making these funny clips in between things, like when something happens, and like you're like really hard creators with really good production value skills. They're doing this. They're going, oh, I'm gonna pull this clip from Seinfeld because this really funny thing just happened, or this clip from SpongeBob because it took me about 2 minutes to edit it or whatever. But it's worth it in the videos. Like sometimes my videos take a long time to make, but I still make them because it's worth it.
That was actually the reason why I stopped uploading on my last channel. I had a channel that I had before I started this one, and I actually stopped uploading on that channel and switched to this channel instead, because the videos were just taking way too long to make. It was really fun to make those videos, but I switched to this one because production was a whole lot quicker, and it's something that I really want right now, seeing as like I work so much. I just didn't want to like take so long to put out videos and whatnot. It really wasn't that helpful growth wise.
Yeah.
So I decided to just switch boats.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this much. I've learned that the harder you edit a video, actually it doesn't always guarantee that you're going to get the views you want. So like what I've also realized is sometimes YouTube works as the faster you can get a video out, the better it's going to do. So like, even if there's other people talking about that topic, you're going to get people that really just like if you have something about your video, that your attitude, your positive atmosphere, something is grabbing someone into it and they're seeing it right away. Why y'all use YouTube is terrible. We're not going to even acknowledge this idiot in the chat because there's no point.
That person said YouTube is terrible. I mean, I can agree in some aspects.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, YouTube isn't perfect. I can agree. There's definitely other platforms that have advantages or pros that outweigh some of the ones on YouTube. Overall, YouTube is fine. I wouldn't say it sucks though.
Yeah, see, I'm not gonna say anything bad about YouTube because I am not at liberty to say, because I am technically employed by them. So I don't really want to put myself on the bad side of anything. But I mean, everyone's open to have their opinion, and there are other platforms out there that can be more useful, and there are things. But I'll tell you this. I've seen people doing better on YouTube right now than they are doing on Twitch right now.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about Twitch.
Unless you're an attractive female streaming in a tank top, you ain't doing good over there. So
yeah. I used to stream on Twitch, and it was interesting to say the least.
How'd you come up with that name, Kentucky Fried? Like what? You were thinking about going to Kentucky and frying chicken? Like I was just looking at that name and I was like, what? He was thinking about it. So what do you think? If you had a plan now that, like, obviously you had one channel and then you switched over to this one, what's your? I don't know if anyone has like an end goal, but where do you see your channel going in the next couple of months?
The next couple months, it's kind of a short time period.
Yeah, that's fair.
In the next couple.
Go ahead. Yeah. You were going to say.
In the next couple months, probably, hopefully, a lot more subscribers. little
Yeah,
more watch time. Hopefully 500 by then.
that'd be nice.
That's
Have you been putting so obviously like when you post your videos, one strategy I actually recommend, one day your channel oh no, I know who this guy is. We're gonna remove him from the chat real quick. This is exactly what I was talking about before you came in. There's a guy that likes to cause problems. And he like basically impersonates me and my friend, takes our pictures, and like goes and says really bad things. And I think it's some like 18-year-old kid that's jealous and like gets all bent out of shape nonsense. But like so he'll come back like 10 minutes with a different account every 5 minutes, and I just ban him. I just keep banning him no matter how many accounts he makes, because that's part of the game. You're gonna get
yes.
people that are the bigger you get, you're gonna get people that are jealous of you.
Mhm.
And it's okay. It's not a problem. We deal with it. So he said Google. I never heard of that before. Imagine
Google.
imagine being jealous you can't be famous. I mean, that's the thing about YouTube though. I don't do anything that other people there's nothing like unique about me. I'm just me. People just like what I have to say and what I do. Anybody wants to get their name on the internet, wants to get themselves out there. This loser won't even show his face in a video. So, like, he ain't gonna go anywhere because no one's gonna feel like they legitimately know them. Like, that's the thing that people don't understand. That's why these AI channels, as much as they'll gain views and they'll get stuff, they'll never gain the traction that a real YouTuber has. Because you won't get that heart and soul feeling. You won't be watching these AI people make a podcast and they'll be laughing at something their friend said because they just think it's so cool and it feels organic and it flows. And you're just like, what are these people doing? Like, because it's like with that AI, you don't get that stuff. Google is pretty much like, oh, chat, GBT. Yeah, I've heard about that. So that's been helping you. That's good. So I know so my friend Underground in the chat, he does YouTube, but he really struggles because he has kind of a bad stuttering problem sometimes. So it's been really tough for him. So sometimes he'll use like other resources to help him make his videos.
You know, there actually is I forgot what it was. I think it was some kind of program or something. You could input your voice, and AI will like it'll speak, but it'll speak in your voice. You just write the script, and it'll like say what the script says in your voice. I don't know what it is, but I saw it on this channel a little while ago, and maybe that could be a choice of his. Maybe that could be something that he could look into.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. Yeah, if that's something that you're interested in looking into Underground, that's something that we could definitely see what's going on with it, because that'd be interesting to see what other tools that could help you. Because obviously, I think everyone out here that is a creator, no matter who you are, if you're interested in being a creator of anything or making content, you should be able to have your voice heard. You should be able to find a way to make that happen. And I think that that's cool. And there shouldn't be anything that holds you back. I see too many people get scared and like, these trolls that come in, they're a dime a dozen. They scare people off because people they get worried about, these people, oh, he sends fake threats and tries to pretend that he's scary. But, in all honesty, he's just a dude on YouTube that doesn't even do anything with his main accounts anyway. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. Yeah, agreed. So I think that personally, that's wonderful that you guys that you're finding something underground that's helping you, because not everyone, feels confident speaking in front of a mic or talking in front of thousands of people or doing all that stuff. Some people in school really struggled with presentation, and I love presentation. Like I'm about it. Like I'm comfortable enough that like whether it be on camera, but I also did live streaming apps for money for years. Like I also I understand how it works. I am okay showing my face and talking to people because I've done it for a long time. So
Yeah, that's something that I used to struggle with a lot when I was younger. I had like crazy stage fright when I was younger. Getting up on YouTube, just recording a Minecraft video with my face not in it was a struggle for me. Uh, I was 13 years old when I started my first channel, and yeah, I sounded horrible because I was completely nervous the whole time. I to this day I don't know why I was nervous, but it's just like something that just happens to people. It's really what's the word I'm looking for? It's really halting when it comes to how you want to like put stuff out.
Agreed. Underground. I mean, I just did a live stream with the other night showing my face. It's posted on YouTube. Yeah, man. I mean, I've seen your face on videos and stuff like even though some people look, there is a market for both sides. There are different types of videos and there are different people that not I'm not going to say every video you have to show your face, but it does add a certain quality to it if you do. Like I feel like you get a nice background and whatever. Like people do like to see you do live streams and stuff, and they like to see you show your face and talk to people. Like I think it just depends on what you're making. Like sometimes you're making something that your face isn't always required in. Sometimes I actually think voiceover videos are actually kind of fun because you don't feel like there's anything that can like if your lighting is getting messed up or screw you up, you don't have those issues. So it's nice because then you just go for them from the heart and soul. I just did one the other day. Let's see what's happening. Sometimes I can be a slow reader. That's a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, I understand. Being a slow reader can be hard, especially when you live stream. You're getting hundreds of comments. It's hard to catch up. That's why it's nice that you have I have one of those things that reads my messages back to me if I missed one, which is nice. Even though it can get annoying when people spam the chat and it gets in my ear and I hear the same phrase over and over again. But other than that, I think life has certain things that are like like he said with YouTube, there's ups and downs, and I feel that's accurate. We're not even giving this troll attention again. I saw he came back as a different account now, trying to mess with me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna even let him bother me today. I'm having a good day. It's my first of my 1-2 days off work. I don't need to deal with that.
I've noticed that a lot of trolls, like a lot of people on the internet, they tend to really go after like smaller channels because it's more of an intimate channel than like some channel like freaking PewDiePie or something. Like
Yeah,
they wouldn't waste their time trying to entice somebody who has millions of people in the chat because nobody's going to see them. But they purposefully go for people who are smaller because they know that they'll be seen. And the thing about that is, it's kind of I think it's just attention seeking, to be honest. I think they just want to be noticed,
yeah,
and I think they want to feel like in this world they have some kind of weight because probably in their life they don't really get to feel that way.
yeah.
So one way or
That's
another.
so true. I mean, I will say that this guy, what's up, Scream fan? How you doing? Well, one thing I can say is this guy, as long as he's been around, I have seen him, and I report his channel doing so. I've seen him not only go after me and other small YouTubers, I've seen him go after big YouTubers. I've also seen him, be stupid enough to go after like Hollywood productions, like when they post like when a cast of a movie posts an interview, he'll like go there and belittle like the cast because he's that messed up in the head. And like
Well, like in person.
no, like when they do an interview, he goes to the comment section and says bad things about them, like calling the chicks fat or like making mean comments and rude about the actress, and just he's just a loser. Like, and then we have people like that. They exist.
Mhm.
But it's just interesting because, like, I notice these things. I'm like, thankfully, I've had other trolls that I deal with, but usually when I've had other trolls, I delete their account or I get them reported and something's handled, and they usually go away because they know that I am not playing around. I'm not joking. I don't take that sort of stuff not seriously. Like I handle it, or my mods handle it, either way. So most people they know where the line is and they know where the door, and they they very much let that door hit them on the ass because they literally know, oh yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with this guy. But this guy has bothered me for 2 years, and he doesn't stop, and it's ridiculous. Like, and I've concluded that it's just his life is so sad that if this gives him any minute of joy whatsoever, I'm gonna let him continue to do what he's doing and just not pay any attention to him because otherwise it's like, I mean, clearly there's a reason he wants to do this, and I'm sure he'll never get what he wants out of this experience, but it's cute that he thinks that he can try, and this makes him feel a little better about his life. I guess, sure. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Because I've really gotten to the point where it doesn't bother me.
I mean, to be honest, like, I'd be glad if somebody just kept coming back to my channel, commenting mean things. That's interaction right there. That's free money.
The funny thing is, he doesn't even realize that he wants to get my channel shut down and all these things because he's jealous of me, but he's raising me up because he keeps giving me watch time.
That's exactly. It's like
he keeps subscribing on all these other accounts, and he keeps showing up and watching my videos and leaving comments, and then on my live streams, he comes in on multiple accounts because one account gets banned, and he'll follow me on all those accounts. And I'm like, what kind of idiot?
I think he secretly likes you. I think that's what it is.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Just doesn't want to admit it.
Yeah, he does it. It's like, what? Like, what are we even doing? What's up, Star Wars Korean? How are you doing, my friend? Yeah, no. Another thing I've also noticed about YouTube for you, another thing. So like what we're doing, even though we're doing kind of a fun little interview, this would be considered a collaboration with different YouTubers. And the more people, especially with community, the more people you collab with, that's gonna also, hey AJ, a lot of people are definitely gonna get that. That's a good vibe too. Like I have a buddy of mine that lives near me, and I collaborate with them a lot, and it's really good stuff. But also collaborating with people that you don't know very well is also quite fun. So I definitely recommend collaboration. Hold up. And Joe, he's trying to do the same thing he did to you when you were with Ella. He's pretending to be me talking on threads to girls. Yeah, that's ridiculous. What did Scream Fan say? Trolls have nothing better to do but be keyboard warriors. Yeah, it's pretty true. They are just that way. And it's important to not let them get to us. Everyone force choke the like button. Yeah, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. The like button, we appreciate it. That means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, so it's been a good Monday. But yeah, I definitely love anytime you get the chance to do that's a good one. Underground called them attention whores.
It's literally what he is.
That literally is true. Like that is definitely 100%. But like I really feel like the number one thing is I think a lot of people they take YouTube seriously and obviously it's great to be professional and to do professional things. But I think one of the things I've discovered about YouTube, sometimes it's okay to just have fun. Like what you're doing, like, yeah, there's a professional side of it. But if you're gaming with your buddies or making a fun video about a fun topic, just have fun. Like everyone's silver bullet the subscribe button. Oh dang, we're doing the silver bullet now too. That's awesome, man. We appreciate it. So I think those like things are really fun. Like especially just remembering that like even for me, like I can make money here, so it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of like a second job. But I come on YouTube, and that's part of the reason why it annoys me when I have trolls bother me. Is at first it really bothered me because I was so frustrated from working so many hours, and I was up so late, and so I got so tired all the time. But so I've come to YouTube as my escape from reality because jobs are hard sometimes, and you need that escape. And sometimes when there's an idiot talking about you, it's tough. I take it seriously. I did a 3-hour stream about the Australian Mermaid show. Oh, really? H2O? That's awesome. That's sick. Yeah, no, man, we got to take it seriously. To some degree, you got to take it a little seriously, but also did you have fun doing that stream? Because I feel like that's the big question. Is like you're gonna do those big streams. People are like, I couldn't do that. Why'd you do a 3-hour stream about a movie or TV show? I'm like, it's fun. Someone liked it. And you're making other people's days awesome too. Like a lot of these people, you know, they like coming to our live streams. They like interacting with us. And I'm goofing, man. Oh, you didn't do a live stream about that? That'd be funny about that show. Oh man, I don't know if I've ever been that interested in that show. 3-hour stream. That's crazy.
Yeah, I used to stream like a lot. Like on my last channel, the one that I left, I streamed like when I first started it. It was like years ago, but I used to stream a lot like on YouTube. Then I connected it to my Twitch, streamed on there. Like, and I think I started a separate Twitch. I think I'm not really sure what I did, but I used to stream a lot, and it was fun. It was just my channel took a turn. Crap, my channel took a turn, and I just started uploading VR chat content mainly, and that was like what I was like just doing. So I was just having fun like uploading VR chat content. I even started streaming it on my Twitch. But then again, I stopped. Like it was just too time consuming, and like right now, like this channel of mine, I want to open people's minds, but the second truest thing about my channel is that it's kind of a business venture. Like it's something premeditated. I'm not gonna lie. This is not something I just started up to just mess around with. Like I had a plan before I even made the channel. And this plan was that way I could eventually leave the job that I'm in. So everything I do on the channel is calculated. I make sure that everything that I put out is optimized in a way where it makes sense and that people come in and really feel what I'm putting down. I'm not some AI content creator that just that hops on the trend and just like says what everybody else is saying.
Yeah.
I talk about what I want to talk about. I talk about the things that I think matter. And then I add how I feel about those things. And then I also add in what a generally decent person should think or feel about it.
I think that's wonderful. I think that's great. I saw that he said, yeah, so I'm glad. So you did the live stream, but you didn't take it too seriously. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's great. I mean, we all have to have that time where we feel that, you know, yeah, we're doing something and we have a goal and a driving force, but also sometimes it's okay to just have fun. And sometimes when you're just doing you and having fun, sometimes you'll gain followers and success just doing that. Like sometimes it's not, honestly, the best way to understand how to survive in life is to just be you. I mean, a lot of stuff, there are things you have to work for in this world. There are things that are hard. And believe it or not, like you mentioned about, you know, optimizing everything and wanting to leave your job, right? Oh yeah, you get trolls in his, yeah, I know that guy. I like that guy. That's too bad that you get trolls there too. But he's a pretty big creator now, so I think that's how the other thing is. A lot of people, even though I mentioned community, YouTube is an individual and a competitive sort of line of work. So while there are multiple different types of content that people make, everyone is doing YouTube for themselves. Like, yeah, we have friends and we want our friends to grow and be successful. But when we go on these videos and we make a video about a topic or whatever, we're not thinking, oh, well, my friend liked this. We're thinking about how can I do this so I can get as much views and as much money as possible, and how I'm going to really make this into a career. Like, how do I make this into a business? How do I sell this product to people? Yeah,
100%. Every like I said, when I think about optimization, I'm like, okay, what's a topic that I should talk about? You know what I mean? But the thing is, I also ask my friends. I ask everybody that I meet and that I tell, that I have a channel to. I ask them, what should I talk about next? Like I want to hear what other people want, talked about. There's a lot of things that just people aren't talking about. I feel like a lot of people should be having discussions about a lot of things, you know? Like we just shouldn't like let these things fester in the back of our minds and like just forget about it. I feel like thinking about things and discussing it can lead to some pretty revolutionary claims or any other things.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like right now is kind of a tough time because we're kind of crucial right now because the world itself right now really sucks. So like getting getting to have remember that YouTube is a form of entertainment. I think as creators driving into that entertainment aspect, being entertaining, like the fact that we spend live streams talking about TV shows like 4 or 5 hours or even longer sometimes that shows how sometimes it's okay to live in a fantasy world and to go and have fun. Like, oh, I'm gonna stream 6 hours of Final Fantasy VII today. Okay. That's like you're really engrossing yourself in that world and you're having fun while doing it. And I think that's wonderful because I think that is something that right now the world sorely needs.
Yeah, it definitely needs more fun. And I think people should be conversing more. That's like I said, one of the main points of why I made my channel. I feel like we just don't talk like as a race. We don't talk enough to each other. And I really just kind of made the channel so that way everybody could just come to like this place and share their thoughts about things and just talk with other people. I think that's important.
Yeah, like you're getting the freaking stuff. Like you're still seeing people texting one word answers and like refusing to make phone calls anymore. Like, and I think that's sad. No one ever wants to talk on the phone anymore. Earlier
Nobody
today,
wants.
I was in a group call and I got off that group call till my phone died. And honestly, it was so refreshing because like it reminded me of the old days. It's like, wow, I had a long conversation with a group of my friends for a long time, and then literally just my phone just said, "Yep, battery doesn't want to work today," and but you were having fun live streaming for a long time, so
That's why I think like live streaming was like why it popped off so much is because like people just like they aren't talking, and then you get this person who's who's letting themselves become vulnerable to you and allowing you to talk to them. I think that's important.
yeah. And I think not only what's also important is like when you think of like live streams, like a lot of different live streams, like obviously game streams when you're getting into a game and you're having fun playing a game, if you're playing community, playing with your friends, that's awesome. But like these type of live streams are the ones that matter. When it's two dudes talking about a topic and engaging with their audience, that is the type of stuff that we need more of.
Mhm.
And I think one thing I don't see enough is as much as I love living in the fictional world, sometimes I think it's okay for real people to also discuss real issues and tell people like you mentioned the thing about people not talking enough. Like, building that community and being able to tell people, okay, yeah, we need to talk about sometimes the hard topics. So I think that's important.
Yeah, and I just like I was it's just something that I was like really feeling because like when I started this channel, I was like, okay, obviously I want to make this a long-term venture, but I want it to be something that I'm actually dedicated to and something that I actually feel. And
Yeah.
there's nothing I feel more than like we're just so divided. We're so not united, and it's really splitting our country and the whole world apart. Really, I didn't make this just for Americans or just for these types of people. I made this for everybody, and I feel like everybody should just come together in a way.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's that's a great point. Like I mean, I think that's a wonderful side. I mean, when you look at that aspect, I think that's wonderful because you have to know, at the end of the day, what you're gonna be doing, and that passion is so important because it is a part of the thing that people are, they're gonna love that you want to grow. That obviously everyone, wants to be successful. Everyone, but too many people come on and they're like, I want to be successful, so I'm gonna do this. But they forget about the human side of it. They forget what it means to be a person and to be a creator, and to also to have those goals in mind and to say, okay, yeah, how do we do this? How do we make this work? And I think that is what we need more of. And right now in this world, we need more free thinking people. We need more people to be able to have these conversations, to talk to people, to get that free thinking, and to know that, this needs to be happening. Because right now we're facing a lot of issues where, we're in a war amongst our own genders. We're in a war amongst different people, different changes. And, change has always been hard and people have a lot of issues with it, but it's really about, finding that kind of engagement, finding a level. And also the other thing I definitely think is really helpful is I feel like because YouTube, some people have been here for a long time, not only individual creators, but sometimes you get like YouTube kind of has like families or groups of people that have kind of become their own community. And I think sometimes it's okay for small creators to team up with bigger creators to help kind of boost themselves up a little bit, because then you're like, oh, okay, I kind of have the same thinking as these people, so I should connect with them more often. It's that team up aspect. It's that building that community. Like, obviously, when doing YouTube as an individual, you have to make your own community. Like, you have to build. Like, I get messages all day long about like, oh, when are you doing your GTA 6 reaction to the trailer? Or when are you getting this sort of thing happening? And that's wonderful. But it's also okay to come to other people's live streams and to get that engagement. Even if you're not personally making a video or doing stuff, you'll climb just being kind of in that line of support, following another person's live stream, doing that stuff will also help.
Yeah, that's true. I there's this content creator that actually said exactly what you said. You can actually literally grow by commenting on channels that are in your niche. Like let's say your channel is gaming and you comment under a gaming channel. That could lead to some extra traffic, because like the algorithm kind of like it notices that you have a channel and it kind of loops you guys together. So you commenting on their video is like, okay, so maybe we should throw this guy's video in that, into autoplay somewhere down the line.
Yeah. And you want things that ultimately the algorithm you want the algorithm to hopefully help you out more than shadow ban you. So it's good that when it helps you out like that, it's wonderful.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Because I've seen people that have really like had the opposite of the spectrum, where they work really hard on a video and then they're just not getting the views that they deserve and stuff. Like, I was talking to my friends today who mostly stream on Twitch, and I was like, well, you should stop streaming on Twitch because of this thing, because you're not a pretty girl that wants to stream with a high def camera and talks to their chat and dances around the room, whatever. And so I asked them if they've started a YouTube channel and they what kind of their goals are and what they're doing with their channel. And they said they have, but they haven't really been taking off. And I was like, so I asked them a bunch of questions like, what's your engagement like? Are you engaging the people? Are you kind of finding, good, interesting topics to talk about? Like, so I feel we're still seeing people struggle, and it's sad, but it will get better. And I think that's the thing that I see too many people, they quit because they think if they don't understand something, you never quit. Because if you quit, then that means everyone that's ever doubted you or said anything about you, you prove them right. And you need to stand above the crowd. You need to be able to say, hey, this is something I want, and I'm willing to fight for what I want. And the people that grow, getting YouTube is, so I don't know if I told you before, but I do karate, right? Mm. Doing YouTube is like, is basically like going to school and getting, like, for instance, to the karate thing, I didn't stop In the middle, I'm still pushing towards my black belt. And so I guess you would say in this metaphor, your black belt would be like getting like your silver play button or something, like, you know, or whatever way that you think you've grown in that major way. So I would say similar to that, you know, you have these things that really make that happen where you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is something that we need to do more of, and this is why. And this is something that I think would be really, because when you focus on the success and you really realize what you can do, and you also just really show people that you're willing to open your mind, like you said, more open-minded people opening their mind. That's what's so wonderful is you're seeing so many different people. Like, I think one thing that's wonderful is like when you start YouTube, you know, you don't know how many people from other like places are going to be interested in what you have to say. Like, I think it's wonderful that, you know, YouTube is a place where I have friends now in Australia. I have friends in China. I have friends in other parts of America I don't go to, or other countries. And I think that that's amazing. Sometimes I make videos for people from India. There's like this type of movies, Bollywood movies. Sometimes I'll make a video about a Bollywood subject, and I'll get so much comments and so much followers just because that market is not very tapped into, and I think it's wonderful. So it's like knowing all these markets and never limit yourself. Never go, oh, I want to talk about this all the time, but what if that thing you want to talk about, you're just not hitting that engagement? So even though you want to talk about things, sometimes I make a video, and sometimes that video will just be for me, and maybe if I get lucky, it pops off. But also remembering these markets, remembering the stuff. Just because someone is talking about a subject and it seems really popular doesn't mean that you can't have another point of view on that subject and still stand out as a creator. I feel that's another important avenue.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, people should definitely be opinionated. I actually made a video. Yeah, pretty funny. This is my first video that I ever, I think I ever made, and it was titled "Stop Letting Influencers Influence You."
Yeah, I
And
heard about that video.
Hmm?
I heard about that video when I researched your channel. I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and so like pretty much like the whole gist of it was like, there's a lot of people who just blindly like follow what some person on the internet has to say, and I wanted to make that my first video so that people like took everything that I said with a grain of salt. Everybody's a human being at the end of the day. Nobody knows everything. Nobody's always right.
True.
And that's why I want people to think more, so that way they could like form an opinion in themselves and test to see if it's a fact.
Yeah, I think that's great. That's a great way to look at that. I mean, realistically, it's great that you made that as your first video, and that's something that you felt. Since you made that video, do you feel like that video as kind of your starting point? Did that video ever pop off?
No, I think you only got like 6 views.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
do you think like there's things about it, like when you look back at it, that could have been better to make it stand out more? Or
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't really that I wasn't expecting the video to pop off. Like, I don't expect any of the videos that I upload to pop off, really. But honestly, if I were to go back and create it again, I'd definitely change the thumbnail, like record it with a different recording device. That's why I switched to the device I'm using now, because the streaming camera that I had just wasn't that good quality wise. So I was like, okay, not using that anymore. And a lot of the things that I had a problem with, I switched up so that way I could get some better quality. And
yeah, well, that's good. It's good that you picked something and you really just kind of, okay, you know, I was using this thing, I changed to this thing. I think it's important for us to constantly, when we can afford it, to upgrade what we have available. I used to only record on my phone, and I have an iPhone. It's a nice, good iPhone. It's got a good mic. I sometimes record audio videos on it. put stuff into iMovie and whatever. But for the most part, I use my PC and I record things on it with different lighting and different stuff. And then I'll put my video into YouTube Studio, unlist it, and then go and edit it into iMovie, and then I post it. So it's a lot of jumping through hoops because you have to go from one device to the other device. But sorry, the type of quality I feel is really worth it because you're going and you're saying, okay, in one second, I gotta get water. I'll be right back. We'll continue this in a second. I'm just thirsty for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I find it really rewarding to have that. I find it really rewarding to have that feeling of like, oh, you might take longer working on this, but jumping through those hoops, it helps because you got the quality in there. Now I use my phone, get the clips, edit it down, do what I need to do. I have my thumbnail guy usually do my thumbnails prior to, so I have the thumbnails ready to go. So then all I'm really doing is focusing on the editing and the recording. It's nice that you have an editing guy because that must help you a lot.
I'm sorry?
It must be nice that you have an editor because that probably helps you a lot in the process.
Oh, no, I edit all my videos myself.
Oh, I thought you said you had an editor. Like you had a guy that goes and unless you're talking about software.
I was talking about the editors on like the program that I use. the program that I use, like it has some AI stuff built in, but I tried to get somebody to edit my videos. Well, they edit a video. It didn't really turn out that well. So from that point on, I've just decided to edit all my videos.
That everyone always wants when people want to help you out. They're like they want to help you out, but then they want a fee. Then like famously, like, they want something from you. It's like, no, just do it yourself. You're better off.
Mm-hmm. Like my friend literally told me if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. I'm like, well, damn. I guess I can't disagree with you on that one. Because the funny thing about it was that it was my gaming is different now video. I hired this guy to basically edit in a documentary style, and he sent me the final cut. I'm like, this is not at all what I wanted, and like he kind of just like I told him what I wanted in there. I told him how I wanted it, and he redid it, and it was not at all what I wanted or how I wanted it. I was like, so I had to go in and like. Yeah, I had to go in and salvage the whole thing. I pretty much had to re-edit the whole thing myself.
Yeah, and like that sucks and stuff. But like, also, I think the lesson to be learned from this situation is you have your own vision, and just because you know what it's going to be like in your head, someone else that you hire to do that job, they might not have that vision, and they might not understand. Not to sell them short, because I'm sure they probably are good at jobs. They clearly were good at the job, but maybe they weren't good at the level that you needed them to be.
Yeah, definitely. I decided, I was like, I came to the conclusion that if you want somebody to edit your videos, they should probably understand your niche and understand a lot more about what you want out of the video instead of just like some random person that you just paid. Yeah. Lesson learned.
Yeah, I agree, Underground. I think that's part of the fun is like the vision of the video, how you want it to be. Because, part of being a creator is an artistic side. And I feel that artistic side sometimes gets missed. So I think that's a big one. Because it's like, oh, people forget about that. I think that's kind of cool. Like, I think that's a fun part. Like, I want the camera to be angled this way. I want it to move here. I want to make sure I'm here. I want to do like the planning out stuff. I think as much as it takes a long time, it's fun. Like it is a lot of fun. Like go ahead.
Even though it's like really time consuming, putting out YouTube content is pretty fun. I can't lie. Even when I spend like almost the whole like on my last channel where I'd spend like literally maybe like 6 whole hours, almost a full work day editing a video. I put it out and I'm like, man, that was just like, it was honestly just kind of fun, man. Just like creating something.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's super cool too. Like, you know, I think there's been times where like it takes me like close to sometimes like one thing I like to do sometimes is I'll make music videos for characters of a show or movie, and sometimes it's the editing it can be a long process, but it's so much fun finding the color palettes, finding the right song. Yeah, I don't make money off it because YouTube likes to claim it because a lot of the songs I use are copyright stuff. But it still gets engagement, it still gets views, it still gets people, you know, that I'm still getting something from it. They're not blocking it entirely. So it's like, it's great. Another one I really think is really fun is, but I've noticed opinion-based content does really well on YouTube. It's really fun to make.
Mm-hmm.
So like to make a ranking video of a movie or a set of characters, one of my highest videos ever, I made one of the popular TV shows. I'm a big X-Men guy. And so X-Men 97 came out. And when I finished it, I ranked all the episodes of the show, but I also ranked the characters. And my character ranking, I didn't even expect it to pop up. I was just having fun. I was like, oh, I want to talk about these characters. And it just popped off. Just like, bam.
Yeah, I noticed that too. On my last channel, I did something like similar. I did this like smash or pass thing on the game called Payday 2. Yeah. And
crazy.
Yeah, it popped off. I was like, I don't know how it popped off. I was like, screw it. Let me just do what everybody else is doing and like make the same kind of thumbnail. Because
we need to realize is like, just because something worked and popped off to that time doesn't mean it's always going to work. So take the wins that when you get them, but I would never go and be like, oh, because this worked, let's do more of this all the time. Like, you can do more of the same thing sometimes, but if you do it too often, people are going to expect that. And then when they expect that, it's not as fun because then they're like, then everyone starts doing it. Then everyone starts doing it. Well, no, this guy's got a better camera than that guy, so I'm going to watch that guy. Or this guy's got a green screen. I don't have a green screen. So that's what I mean when it's competitive. It's like you have to do your thing, but be different with it. Take advantage of the limitations you have, but make something that these other guys can't do, right? Like, so maybe this guy's got a better camera, got a better sound system, better thing, but make your video more fun or make it show your passion more. Like, do something that makes it different.
Definitely. Yeah.
WWE content and Walking Dead content is fire right now to make. Oh, you're enjoying doing that, Underground? Yeah, wrestling is pretty hot. I've definitely noticed there's a lot of big fans of that niche right now. Walking Dead with the different shows, I know there's definitely some good content to be made there too. What's crazy is like it doesn't even have to be the biggest show. It's just I've actually found out is it's actually better to do videos about the shows that aren't as known because then you educate people, and YouTube is kind of like Google in the sense it's a search engine, right? So if you talked about a smaller show that you were really into, and now you've convinced half your audience to watch it, now they're making reviews on it. Now everyone's making reviews on it. And now the algorithm's going, oh, we're collecting all these people, we're clumping them together because they're all talking about this show. Or a bunch of people saw this movie on some streaming site or whatever, and oh, wow, no one was talking about this movie. It wasn't doing very well in the numbers. Now it's doing better because now people are interested in it. So sometimes original stuff is really cool because just because everyone's talking about something, it's great to have your voice on that something. But sometimes when you find nobody talking about something, that's a market that you can just tap into and go, oh, cool. No one's talking about this. I'm going to be the first. Awesome. Joe, do you plan on doing Walking Dead content and podcasts for It Will Be Successful? Yeah. So I want to do it. So here's my problem, okay? I want to do a Walking Dead podcast with Trevor because I know Trevor really knows and likes Walking Dead, but his schedule just doesn't work for me. So what I think I might do is I think I'm going to do something different. Instead of doing a podcast where I collaborate with people, I think I'm gonna do a podcast for myself, and I think I'm gonna do videos and stuff about it. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess maybe you could help Underground. We could do that together. That could be our next thing. We could do Walking Dead. That'd be fun. I'd be down. I got Netflix back now, so maybe whatever day you're free, Underground, we could start doing like binge parties together and having discussions about the shows. And maybe I'll make character music videos as well, because that's kind of the content you guys want to see. And when I finish all the seasons, we can do like character rankings and stuff. So I'm currently still sitting on my May the 4th Star Wars set of stuff. So I have to do my Star Wars movie ranking. Yeah, I think that'd be great. So then you have the what's it called? So then you have like I got to do the lightsaber battle ranking. I got to do character rankings. Like, so that's gonna be fun finishing that Star Wars stuff. Because that was when I started my channel. I was really passionate about Star Wars stuff. I'm still pretty passionate about it, but I kind of focus on other things sometimes too. But yeah, no, I would be down for that. If Underground's down for it, I'm definitely down for it, because I like Walking Dead. I wouldn't mind. I've been trying to watch Dead City, but I had lost Netflix. I got to continue watching that. But I think what we'll do is we'll go back to the original show and then watch all the spinoffs, because I think it'd be interesting to watch it from the beginning again, make the rankings on the seasons, and then go and watch the new content. I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be a fun way of doing it, looking at everything. I think we just got to get through, I think it's 11 seasons.
And Walking Dead is like a really long show, man, for real.
It is. I mean, it's about the zombie apocalypse, so I guess they got a lot of stories to tell. I mean, it's far superior to what The Last of Us is doing.
Yeah, for sure.
I dropped off on that show, bro. I couldn't do it. I loved season 1. I started season 3, got like 3 episodes, or not season 3. Started season 2 like 3 episodes in, and I just could not do it.
Honestly, I would have watched the show. I just wish that their casting was a little bit better.
Yeah, that's fair. If we watch the season again, that'll be like going down memory lane. Yeah, man, that's part of the fun. It's been a while for me, so I wouldn't mind rewatching it. So, what day do you want to start Underground? Since our community clearly wants us to do this, we should plan this out so we have a day and a time when we want to start. Because we could break it down into like we were doing our Daredevil watch parties. We can do multiple episodes per day, or we can do 2 episodes or something. Like, we'll figure it out. But just want to know when you're thinking about starting, because I think that'll be interesting. But yeah, no, I think whenever you want to. Okay. All right, my friend. I will have to think of. I know tonight I got a lot of stuff I'm trying to catch up on YouTube and stuff, and get all my. Because I was sick yesterday, so I got to get all my edits done. Go crazy. Play some Marvel Rivals tonight. Maybe play a little Fortnite with you, Underground, because we like to. Maybe after my podcast tomorrow, we could do our podcast and start a couple episodes. Maybe the first 3 of season 1 or something. You can see where we get to. Because now that my work schedule is different and I work later at night, it's a lot easier to have it all figured out. I think we could do that. I think we could do that. So, do you have plans to make a lot of videos tonight, Monster?
Not really. I kind of have like these list. I kind of have like a list of ideas. Like, I keep in my notes.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything that I want to like talk about, I just note it down in the notes, and I have this whole list of ideas, and pretty much after I get done a video, I'm like, okay, what's the next topic? And then I start writing a script about it. Or if it's not like something too big, I just make a short.
But do you have your next script done, so you know the next piece of content you're going to put out?
No, I didn't get to writing it yet. I just put out another video. I put it out like yesterday, I think. And today I was working the whole day, so I haven't gotten around to writing anything yet.
Have you been tracking that video to see if it's been doing pretty well, or like?
No, not really. I kind of it's kind of weird, but I have like this tendency now to not look at it, because it just makes me discouraged when I see it gets no views. So I'm like, okay, let me just not look at it.
Yeah, I
And
guess that's fair. I thought you'd want to just check the progress of it just to see if it was hitting and stuff, but I guess that makes sense.
yeah,
I don't let
like
it I don't let it get discouraged. I don't let it discourage me because just because one video doesn't get the views right away, I'm confident that the next video will. So when you come with that mindset, you just have to know that, oh, maybe I worked really hard on this thing and maybe it didn't work. But that's kind of the funny YouTube is the trial and error of like, oh, you know, okay, this thing really didn't resonate with a lot of people. That's okay. I'll make something new that will.
yeah, like YouTube is kind of like half luck, like half know-how. Like you can know what to do, you can know all these ways to optimize your video, optimize your channel, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, if YouTube just decides not to throw your video to people, it's just not going to throw your video to people. It's just that's
Agreed.
just how it is, and it's kind of unfortunate, but like, yeah, it just comes with the engine, I guess.
Yeah, Chosen, the Void. I can't wait for I can't wait for the trailer on Wednesday. I'm definitely looking forward to reacting to that. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Yeah, I knew we had that coming, so I knew this week would be a big one. I mean, we're in May. We're in summer movie season, so a lot of time at the cinema. Get the popcorn ready. Gonna be watching a lot of movies this summer. Talking about a lot of movies. I want to do a lot more this summer. Do a lot more movie content. I want to do movie rankings. I'm gonna try and do. I don't know how in hell I'm gonna do it, but one of my friends wants me to make a top. Like I have to. He wants me to basically disown my children. He wants me to basically say you can only pick 10 movies and it's your top 10 of all time. So I'm thinking about writing that script right now. I'm like, you're making me choose all my children and just go, oh, I like that children. I don't like that one. Okay, like that, like that's tough. Yeah, man, I'm waiting for Karate Kid Legends too, man. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I say it's great, Lucy. Not as I don't think the movie's gonna be great, but just as like I'm looking forward to watching it. Like, cause it's Sony on the other end, but
I've been kind of like staying out of the theater. Like I don't know, a lot of movies nowadays just haven't been hitting. But the few movies that I have gone and watched were all right. Like I know, like you ever seen it was like I think it came out maybe like last month. I think that movie Warfare.
yeah, I didn't see it yet, but I heard it was good.
Yeah, I was really excited to see that one. I was waiting for that one, and it was as good as I thought it was going to be. It was really
I
good.
recommend if you haven't seen it yet, I recommend you go see Sinners.
Yeah, I actually seen that one. That one was pretty good.
Yeah,
Me and my friend.
I like Sinners a lot, and I think I don't know like how if you're a big Marvel guy or what kind of all your niches are, but I thought Thunderbolts was really good, especially when Marvel's been falling off and they've had a lot of like misses lately. That was a pretty good movie.
Really, I thought Thunderbolts was going to be like terrible. To be honest, it came out already.
Yeah, bro. Came out. So Marvel has this thing where they like to release movies at the beginning of some of their bigger movies are like they love May. Like they love May 1st, May 4th, whatever. So yeah, I definitely think going to see it as soon as possible. It's fantastic. I like it. Like a lot of people, yeah. I felt like when it was announced, I was worried about it. And then the marketing kicked off. I was like, okay, this looks fun. And I was like, okay, we're starting summer movie season with a popcorn flick. That's all it's going to be. It's going to be a popcorn flick. And I'm watching this movie. And I'm like, and even the days before the movie coming out, we were talking about it on my podcast. And there's good reviews going out. But I'm not one of those guys that I see the scores on Rotten Tomatoes. I've seen scores on Rotten Tomatoes for movies that everyone says a movie's getting like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes range. Everyone's talking about it, going crazy. I watched that movie, and I think it's utter garbage. Like I've had those days. So I'm like, I don't trust anybody until I see it. I got to see it myself to form my own opinion. And so I went to see it, and then I'm like blown away by it. It was way more than a popcorn flick. It had fun, but they also got a guy finally at Marvel that knows how to write a good story and came up with ideas that were different than what Marvel had done before. And I think it was great. And you have this new team, and they really do fun things with this new team different angles, different avenues. And honestly, I watched this guy, really big YouTuber, also big TikToker, Doomblaze. He made a video the other day, and he was ranking the new Thunderbolts members, and he was talking about how Yelena Belova, played by Florence Pugh, how she's starting to outshine Natasha Romanoff as the Black Widow. And most people would look at that like, oh, but people loved Scarlett Johansson, right? And but he made a great point of the reason we think so highly of that character is just because when those original movies came out, that was nostalgia bait for us. But so that part of our brain is going, oh, this is great, but this is a really good actress playing a really amazing character. And not that Scarlett Johansson isn't a really good actress, but they've done more with Yelena than they ever did with Black Widow. And I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I thought Marvel really struggling in that department. I thought Marvel really was. I've been saying for a long time when they announced RDJ coming in as Doctor Doom, I was kind of well, it's a desperate act. It felt that they were taking necessary actions because of the fact that you're seeing that the stuff they're putting out isn't working. So people aren't clinging on to these new characters the way that we had the old ones. We occasionally get a Sony Spider-Man movie. It rocks. It's cool. That's awesome. But it's not enough because you're getting these new characters. You're building your new Team Avengers, but it's not hitting like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. So how do you make that work? And so I think that's wonderful that they're starting to kind of realize we can take new characters and we can actually make them interesting. We can like what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm glad they're doing that, and maybe they'll even start making some shows or movies about some characters in Marvel Rivals that we didn't even know about, that we didn't even know existed before that game.
That was my next question, because that's one of my other main forms of content. I've decided I'm going to go all in on that game because I play that game constantly, and I've gotten to the point where I want to make content about it, because other than just doing streams, because that game is popping off right now.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I've been taking a break from competitive games as a whole. I
love it. I think it's fun. I think it's fun knowing that I could have a character that one of these days, the way I've been playing and how well I've been playing, that some of my best characters, that there's a good chance that my Iron Fist or my Punisher could be one of the best in the world or some shit. Just because it's you're so good and you're really good at playing the game, and it makes it fun. Knowing that you're challenged and knowing you go into competitive and you do well and you see your potential, it's just awesome. I love playing it. And in terms of characters, I'd like to see them adapt into a movie or show. I really hope, especially with Avengers Doomsday on the rise, I don't know how they're going to bring new characters in. I don't know how they're going to do it, but I really want to see some way that they introduce Luna Snow into the wider Marvel universe. Because I think she's such an interesting character. And I think that even just a game, I only know about her from Marvel Rivals, but what I like playing as her, and I like her power set, and I like her energy, I think she has a really interesting aspect. She could definitely carry a movie. I think she could definitely maybe carry a show. It would be interesting to see how they do that.
Definitely. That's actually one of the characters that I was hoping that they would adapt in a movie or a show or something. Personally, I like K-pop, so if they were to make a show or movie about Luna Snow, I'd be the first one to buy it, or the first one to buy a subscription for it, man.
I think when you look at it, I think the days for that are pretty numbered, considering the fact that that game's doing so well. It's only a matter of time before, because the thing that I think is crazy about that game is the people that are attached to that game. Even though you slap the Marvel logo on that game, and they sometimes have the Disney skins you can get from the other medium, that game is made by people that are not owned by Disney. So it's only a matter of time where Disney's kicking themselves that a game is doing storylines and having fun, competitive stuff that is selling better with new characters than what they're making on these $500 to $1 million to $2 million budget movies. That's a problem. when a game comes out that doesn't have story except for built into lore and events and stuff, and then people are caring about these characters more than what you're putting out, that becomes a problem. So
yeah, it's like fan made games right now, where like AAA studios are like trying to like take every penny out of your wallet, and really the best way to game right now is probably indie games or like publishers that aren't really that big and money hungry and stuff like that. It's really sad to see like a lot of these publishers and developers that were great at one time just trying to cheat the system and really just make games for profit.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad corporations out there that are messing up and they're really not making good content anymore, and they're just focused on making money, so people don't care as much anymore. And that's the sad thing. Like we are living in that world where that is happening, and I think that sucks. But one thing I'm noticing right now that's a hot selling item that's starting to come back is the classic arcade beat 'em up is starting to become a thing again. Like they had the Power Rangers game, they had Turtles. Now they're doing a Marvel game. I think it's called Cosmic something, and like it's coming out pretty soon. It's like they're bringing it back. They're starting to make arcade games again for the console world, and people are okay jumping back into the old 8-bit scenario of like running around and punching the crap out of some dude, or like I don't know. It's kind of a weird time. It's not about graphics anymore. It's about what gaming was meant for. Is it fun? And that's the thing that they need to go back to. It's not about making these elaborate stories. It's about, is your gameplay fun?
100%.
Like you have a game, like I love story games. I love when there's a game that has a great story, don't get me wrong, but it's the gameplay they need to work on. They need to convince people. Because if I'm buying a 60, now games are $70 to $80, I better make sure I want to play that game a lot.
Yeah, that's so true. I've actually been avoiding like buying games because I just want to make sure if it's worth my money, I'm not gonna buy a game and like not play it after I've spent like almost my whole check on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like take one example. One example I noticed is as a Star Wars guy, right? I bought and streamed Jedi Survivor, right? The storyline in the game, not a great story, not a great villain, lot of issues with it. But holy shit, is the gameplay fun? Because they literally did the one thing that, even though I love the first game, one of the things Disney was having a problem with is they were trying to make lightsabers act like baseball bats. And I'm like, no. So they decided to bring in dismemberment in the second game. So being able to shred up a stormtrooper or whatever you're fighting was just awesome. And like they had different combat styles, like there's a style you could do where you could wield the lightsaber and a blast at the same time, or you had like the cross guard like Kylo Ren, or you could have like dual sabers like Ahsoka. Like they had so many cool things you could do. It's like in the first game, you had one saber and then you changed your color. Then you could get into a double saber. That was cool. But like here, they really decided to go all in on the gameplay. And I know they're working on the third game, but like I think that's what we should be looking at. Is it like people get mad at me? Like one game I've been sleeping on for a long time is I haven't beaten Spider-Man 2 by Insomniac, right? I've been trying to, but my problem is I've been working on it. The gameplay of the game is what's keeping me invested. But I'm being completely honest, I'm not really vibing with the story. Like the story isn't really like I'm liking the gameplay. And I think it's wonderful. I think Insomniac makes good gameplay, but I just don't think the story is as good as it should be. And especially for a sequel of how great the first game was. So it's like, I wish it was better. So that way I had more of that drive to prioritize playing it.
Yeah, that's kind of like I kind of had the same situation when Payday 3 came out. Like Payday 2 was like, I absolutely love that game. I'm not sure you ever heard of Payday 2, but
yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Payday 2 is like Payday 2 is my game. I still love that game. I'll play it for hours still to this day. And then I was like, when they announced Payday 3 was coming out, I got so excited. I almost pre-ordered it. I was like, I don't even care. This is gonna be like the greatest game ever. Because freaking new graphics, new like they fix all the issues that the last engine just had. I was like, dude, this should be like the greatest game ever. I was hoping, and it wasn't because they introduced terrible grindiness, like pay to win. There was no content in the game when it dropped, and there's still no content now.
Oh
Like,
God.
I was like, dude, what is the point of me playing this game? This is literally just Call of Duty Payday. I was like, there's no point in me playing this game. I was so upset because I had spent $40 on that game.
That
Even
sounds
though
like
it's not much, it's still like $40 on my wallet that I'm not gonna use because I'm not playing it.
yeah, that sucks. That's a nightmare. Like when a game didn't like when you really were excited for a game and you wanted to buy it and it just doesn't deliver. Especially now, like back in the day, it was like whatever that there were bad games because games were cheaper. But now, it's great we have these new consoles, these new graphics. But another thing that sucks is that we have all the games are so expensive now. Like we have these great consoles. Yeah, the console is expensive enough, but now you want to get all these DLCs or these deluxe editions of games. Not only it at base, you're looking at a base game at $70. At most, you're getting $100 to $80 if you want DLC out of your pocket.
Yeah,
which is tough. Exactly. That's why I like Payday 2 a little more. Oh, interesting. What do you like about it a little more when he's saying that they haven't added any new content to it? Metal was saying that he liked. My friend King Sora was saying he liked Payday 2 a little more. So you're saying you liked it more than Call of Duty, or what were you saying? That's why I'm confused on that one. Oh, Nicolad wants to know if you like RPGs.
I'm actually a huge RPG person. That's all I really play nowadays is RPGs. I've played Cyberpunk. I love Skyrim. I might get Oblivion remastered. I played all the way through Baldur's Gate, like on my 5th playthrough right now. I play nothing but RPGs. Freaking love RPGs. Favorite genre of games.
Have you played through all the Final Fantasy games?
That I have not. Final Fantasy is like that whole like the way the game is, like the type of game it is, it just doesn't really it hasn't really caught my attention like that. Like it's not really something that I don't think is my cup of tea. But I'm not opposed to trying it. I just don't want to like spend my money on it and not like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Retlad's asking, so we already answered Final Fantasy. He wants to know about Persona and Kingdom Hearts.
Now everyone's been saying Persona and Kingdom Hearts goes crazy. I've seen like my friend play Kingdom Hearts. I know that game is great, but like I don't know. I said, like I'm a specific type of person when it comes to my games now. I don't really like when I was younger, I played pretty much anything that was like put in front of me, but now I'm just kind of like picky about things.
Yeah.
I don't really think I'm going to, like, me personally, I'm going to like Kingdom Hearts. Like I'm sure it's a great game. Like I know it's a great game actually. And Persona, I know those two games are like awesome. They're just not like my choice in games.
Interesting. That's interesting, Metal, about what Metal said about Payday. He said, I'm saying that I actually do like Payday more than the fact that they don't deliver because I played Neverwinter. Interesting. That's interesting.
What is Neverwinter?
Yeah, Metal, he wants to know what Neverwinter is. Explain it to him. I don't think I know either, to be fair. Okay, and then we get more people. Oh,
Is Neverwinter a game? Or?
It might be. Underground wants to know if you play DC Universe Online.
DC Universe. Is that the MMO?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I actually do. I played it with my friend a little bit. I haven't played it because like with MMOs you gotta have to play them with people, and like they're not really a solo thing. I have nobody to play it with. I still have it downloaded. I played it a few years back. It was pretty fun. Like I said, I just want people to play with though.
Yeah, I would love to get back into playing that again. I haven't played that in a minute. Oh yeah, I want to play that one. Retroled Expedition 33 is what everyone's talking about right now. That they released that.
Oh, you said X Vision.
Yeah, 33 is the new one that they released that people are going crazy for right now.
Oh, that's it. That's a new MMO.
Yeah, I think it's just a new game. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Oh, and Metal says Neverwinter is based on the lore of D&D, basically Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, interesting.
See, now you have me interested. Is that like an RPG? Like what type of game that is?
Okay, so he said Expedition 33 is turn-based RPG. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. I definitely want to play that. Yeah, no, that's yeah. You got us interested, Metal. I'm a D&D guy, so I'm definitely
Same.
interested.
Same. I've been wanting to play like D&D with some people, but like I just haven't found like a group of people to play with. I went to this in-person group a while back, and it just was not great. To
Trying to
be
build,
honest,
yeah.
it was just kind of funny. Like it's not like they were bad people. It was just like there's just a lot of kids there. Like it was kind of like I don't really know how to describe it, but it's kind of open to the public, which is cool and all. But like I just kind of want to play with adults because adults are adults. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah,
don't know, like
of course.
just too many kids there, and I'm just like, oh, it's
See,
kind
that's one thing I'm very particular about my channel. I do not mess around with kids. I do not. I am not a father. I do not do that. That is not, not
I don't
my.
know, like sometimes I just think kids are freaking annoying. I mean, like some kids are cool. I'm not saying all kids are bad. Like some kids are chill, man. But some other kids are just kind of annoying, and so that's one of the reasons why I left the group. Another reason is because like there was this LGBTQ member, and I don't have a problem with that. It's just they started like asking these weird questions, like, and it just made me so uncomfortable because D&D is D&D, man. I don't think you should be bringing like Earth politics into
I get
D&D, and they started doing that with like
what
the
you're bringing that to. We're in a land of magic and dragons and wizards, and they're all like, "What the fuck?"
yeah, like that's exactly what I was like, dude, stop. They were like, do you think Drow has trans? Do you think elves have trans? I'm like, oh, please stop asking these questions, dude. I don't like no, like no, man, no, we're not
I
doing
don't
that.
fuck with that. I am not about that life. Like even the real world, I keep it to myself. But I if people be asking me those questions, they will be blocked because I do
Like
not have.
that's
I've
I
stated my
just
opinion on those subjects, and I do not care what people think. I have said my piece, and I know where I feel with it. And if people want to keep bringing me into that table, no, it's not happening.
like that's exactly how I felt. I was like, okay, like I don't have a problem with the community, man. I don't have a problem with them. They're living their life, I'm living mine. But like when we're playing Dungeons and Dragons and you start trying to like, okay, so this is a trans now, and this is a femboy, and this is a I don't even know what you call it, and he's this sexual. I'm like, dude, man, please
I'm
stop,
not gonna
man.
lie though, and I don't want to be this guy, but I have noticed that community. Well, I feel like a lot of people want to be supportive in the past. They're starting to ruin things. Like they're literally going and making everyone's lives like. I used to think like everyone has a hard enough life as it is, but because their choices that they're making in our current world, they're bullying people that like just because we don't have their thinking or we don't do what they want to do. We don't have they're coming at us, and I'm kind of sick and tired of it. Like it's
Yeah,
kind of
I think I think the problem is when a certain group of people gets too much power, they start doing things not because they're bad people, but because they just can. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And like, I don't want to sound like a crazy person. I really don't. But this is something that I was talking about with my friend at one point. I was like, the reason why women are kind of like the way they are right now is because they have a lot of power. They wouldn't be doing these things if they didn't have the power to do so. You know what I mean?
it's a good
The,
point. It's a good
the
point.
biggest reason why they were so much different in like the 1800s, 1900s, whatever, is because they didn't have the type of power they do now.
Yeah,
No, like in this world, no one needs anybody. So in that sense, everyone is as powerful as each other.
yeah. I think it's funny. Underground's talking about how when I said when you mentioned that your friends are trying to talk to you about that, and I mentioned Wizards and Dragons, and he's like, "We're off to see the Wizard." That's hilarious. And then Metal said, "I posted in the chat, Joe, the picture of I'm talking about Neverwinter in Facebook chat." Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it. You said it's free. Is it on console or where do you play it? Because that's crazy. I would definitely play that.
That sounds really good though. Neverwinter.
Yeah.
I think I actually seen that.
You saw it somewhere, huh?
Yeah, like maybe on Steam, like on sale or something, or like if it was like on Steam.
Xbox. Okay, so it must be on consoles. Hey Rod, how are you doing, my friend?
Or maybe like on PlayStation. I saw it somewhere. I'm pretty sure I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, that's interesting because I didn't know you've been playing it for years, Metal. That's pretty crazy. I thought this was something new. Wow. Years, that's crazy. That's crazy. So what do you got planned for the rest of the night, Monster? You got big plans? You're just gonna chill out?
Maybe one of my peeps actually texted me. He probably wants to play something, so I'll probably play some maybe like Left 4 Dead maybe tonight or.
Well, we're just chilling right now, so let me know if you need to go at any given point, and I'll end the stream then. So yeah, just let me know because right now, because I feel like the interview went really well. It was cool. It was good vibes, and now we're just chatting with the chat. So because this is all I'm talking about. This is my favorite part about streaming. I love when people are asking questions or when they're just interacting and talking about interesting things because it creates your own conversations. So I love it. So I love doing these kind of live streams because then you really feel like it really made me understand, even though we make different content, knowing what kind of gamer you are really made me jive with you and really know, oh, okay, we have similar thinking on these things. That's awesome.
Yeah, I can agree, man. I love interaction, and this is like, and this is why I was talking about like just talking in general. Like I think people should just be talking more, man. Like I'm glad that I met you, dude. Like to be honest, like I'm glad that I met your chat. I'm glad that I met all these people, man. Like
I love it, and like I said, anytime you want to do something, you want to play games, whatever it is, man, I'm always down because I always welcome. I've always told myself, even though I have a lot of friends, I can always have more friends, and I never have an issue with that. I always like to have as many as can because you're getting different experiences, you're playing with different people. I love playing games with anybody, really. I'm not picky. I love the community piece. I love being able to hang out with people. I think it's fun. And so the chat. Oh, Retrolab wants to know if you got Discord.
Yes, I do have Discord. I can pull it up right now, actually.
Yeah, he's pulling it up right now. We have a Discord server that all of us interact in. So that's probably why Retrolab's asking. Oh, you're ending. Oh, I'm not ending it yet. Rod, I was just talking to Monster about when he has plans. Then we'll end it because then I gotta do some stuff too. So it's not ending right now. It was just it was just talking about. Oh yeah, just the fact I'm trying to be a good host and be, ask questions. I don't want to keep him too long if he's not, even if he's having fun, if he's got plans. I don't keep people from their plans because that's messed up. It's like,
oh yeah, no. I didn't really have anything like planned. Like I did have something planned, but I got postponed. I wanted this interview to happen because like we've been talking about it for such a long time. And
yeah, we've been trying. I felt so bad that our schedules, like we kept trying to make it happen, and it just kept getting pushed back and stuff. Yeah, like it's been tough because I'm still recovering from. I have this really weird sickness that's been going on. Just being in the airport, my throat is fine, but occasionally I get these really bad coughs, and it just happens randomly, honestly. It's really kind of annoying, but it is what it is. He just shared the link to our Discord. So it's in the chat now. So if anyone who wants to join can click the link, and then it should bring them to the Discord.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah. So that should be easy. Because, yeah, we do a lot of good stuff there. And also, one thing that's really great about being in that Discord is because we're content creators, you can actually get your content that you're making on videos and stuff. My people will post your stuff. So the internet will see you because the algorithm is going to see that other people are posting your stuff. So
I don't want to.
Me and Retro I teamed up as a community so that we can help each other out, which is really great. Because we host a podcast on Tuesdays. So on Tuesday, I do a podcast called Legion of Creators. And I do this, but it's different because there's multiple people there. And so it's basically, I interview them for like about 5 to 10 minute segment. And then we just talk about the latest topics of the week. Like, oh, well, they're saying this about this movie. Oh, we're talking about this show today. Like, structured show, very successful. We're 12 episodes in right now. So it's a pretty good show. We like it. We have fun there. And so that's kind of really, really fun. So yeah, so that's cool. We like to do that. But yeah, the Discord's fun because we interact, we plan events in there, we share each other's links. If someone's live streaming, we'll come support and whatever. If someone's making a video, we'll watch the video. We'll put the video out there so more people see it. And you definitely get subscribers from that too, which is nice because there's people that will follow you and stuff, which is great. And hopefully this live stream, I hope you'll get, I don't know if you'll get a lot, but I hope from the number of people we've had, I hope you'll get at least a decent amount. You follow, he's asking, he's saying follow D-Man, great friend of mine. Yeah, he's a good friend. He's a good content creator. Yeah, definitely follow a lot of people. It's definitely good. Everybody definitely subscribe to each other because it's always good to build that community and continue to follow people. But yeah, no, he's a good creator. There's lots of good creators that we do stuff with. So yeah,
you said D-Man?
Because
I'll subscribe to him right now. Whoa.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, D-Man's pretty cool. D-Man Gaming 18, he says, is pretty good stuff. He's got a pretty decent channel. He talks about the stuff going on with the Switch, and he got to go to PAX East, and he played the new Switch 2 for the first time. So it's pretty cool. He's a good creator.
I didn't even know that came out.
Wow, we just jumped from 8 people in the chat to 10 people in the chat. Wow.
Oh, that's good. That's great. We're
actually cooking on engagement. This stream is actually going better than. Then of course we will bump back from 10 to 9, but it's okay. We'll come back. It's okay. It's just funny. Like we've had like really good traffic today. I didn't expect I don't necessarily expect it. We're back to 10. I didn't expect the these interviews. We get good engagement and it's great, but I don't always expect it to do. Oh yeah, he sent the channel link to D-Man in the chat. You got D-Man's channel. Yeah, dude's got a great channel. Yeah, so it's pretty cool when stuff like that happens. Where you get you wanted to do these interviews and you want to help other creators, but it's wonderful when it also, especially for me, if I know the interview goes well, if I get new subscribers from it, or if I'm seeing it does good views. Lately, my interviews have done pretty well. I've had pretty good views on them, which has been pretty nice.
That's pretty good. I'm glad to hear that, dude. Yeah. I've just been just pumping out content. I think I already knew it wasn't like I said before. I don't really expect my videos to even get a view, to be honest. I've gotten views with I've uploaded videos that have literally gotten maybe 3 views. So I don't really expect my videos to get any views at all. So whenever I come back and see they have maybe 20 views, I'm like, okay, that's great. I'm satisfied.
Sometimes I notice sometimes it is we got 11 people in the chat. Let's go. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like, share. Appreciate it. But what I was gonna say is sometimes now we're back to 9. That sucks. But I'm sure we'll get back up. But basically something I noticed is sometimes you make a really good video, and sometimes because long form content, not everyone has time to watch it on certain days, right? So I've noticed I'll check a video we're back to 11, sick. Sometimes I'll upload a video and I'll upload it the first couple of days. I'm like, I guess this video wasn't hitting that great. And then I'll go back to it in a week and I'll be like, holy shit, this video jumped from nothing to 100. And it's So with long form content, I know everyone's got that thing like when they see these shorts, that see shorts go viral right away. With long form content, even the best creators, it takes time. It really takes time.
Yeah, I've definitely had like a video on my last channel. I uploaded it. I think like it took like a day. And it was like at like 12 views maybe. Then like the day after that, all of a sudden I started getting like notifications, people commenting. I looked back at the video, it has like 400 views. I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. And like it's really like I said, it's kind of like about luck. It's like half luck, like half know-how. Like sometimes like YouTube just decides to just push your video in people's faces, and sometimes it just decides not to. And like it's just weird. You can somewhat predict the algorithm, but you can never truly predict it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's another great creator, Retrolad. You said happy console gamer. Oh, that's nice. We got to get him on the show, Retrolad, sometime. I bet he's. I don't know if you've mentioned him to me. Who's a happy console gamer? Is he in our Discord community? It's interesting. I'm not sure familiar. If you love games, anime, and art, sub to happy console gamer. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that sounds like he's a pretty cool dude. Oh, he has 300K subscribers? That's crazy.
Man, good. Whoa, that guy's going crazy.
Yeah, some people do. I wish Joe he joined. Oh, he hasn't joined yet? Dang. That'd be awesome if he did. It'd be cool if he did. That would be awesome. That's pretty cool, man. 300K, man. Really, he's your favorite YouTuber? Like that's someone you've been watching for a long time? I'm surprised. He's your favorite YouTuber and he only has 300K? That's kind of surprising because most people's favorite YouTubers have like over that. But I mean, I guess years. 3K is still pretty good. That's still a good bit of views. We got to take the wins that we can get them. I mean, I'm just happy that I've had my channel for 4 years, and my one friend who was in here had his channel longer, but his channel for some reason his type of content didn't pop quite great right away. So he's got he just finally hit 600, which is great. And the other day I did this really big stream where we got rated by this really big podcast group, and I was getting super crazy super chats. Someone even came in here and tipped me $2, which has been happening a lot more lately, which I'm actually starting to get used to. It's just it's wild being a monetized creator. You're like I used to when I started, I wasn't getting a lot of super chats, and now all of a sudden I'm getting super chats. It's like, oh, that's kind of crazy. So getting used to that's kind of wild. But so my channel, I don't know if you checked out my channel, but I'm sitting at currently 1.3 K right now, which is pretty nice. Trying to get to K right now. So
am I able to like? Because I don't want to click the link and then like my because I'm on my phone right now. I don't want to like click on the link to the Discord and like have my phone.
I wonder if maybe you could like do something like just write the names down and then go search them, because I'm not sure, like if you click the link, I'm sure it's going to probably bring you from your phone into their YouTube thing.
Yeah, it would. Like I was just gonna ask like if I could like as soon as it's over I can like go back into the video like after it's posted.
Yeah, the thing that's kind of tough is I think the channel links might disappear. Oh, you said the Discord link is safe. I think they mostly do, but he's married, has a child, and has a job, and that's why he's only does one video every Sunday. He said he doesn't care about his subs, just his community. Wow, interesting. I mean, good for him. I mean, at least he knows what his priorities are. Yeah, I think what you could do is probably. I'm trying to think like when the stream ends. If it does, like if you can go back, I don't know if the links stay there because the chat. I think you might be able to replay the chat, but I don't quite know how they allow that to happen. What we could do though is I could have Retrolad. What What I'm gonna have to do is Retrolad. Oh yeah, add Retrolad on Discord. I add you now to the server. He says. Okay. Because once you're in the server, you could grab all those people up. And then Retrolad can also send links to his friends as well that way. That should work. I think that's probably the best way because the Discord server has access to everyone, and I gotta get more used to using that server. I haven't been as active in there lately because I've been so busy, but working stuff. But I'm gonna start to be more active there because I got it on my phone now, so I can interact more places, the whole shebang. So it should be good. The server's great. I mean, we have a great community there. We're pretty happy about it. I'm pretty happy with where it's going to right now.
That was weird. I think my Discord got hacked.
Oh no.
Like because I remember like this long time ago, I got a bot or something. Apparently it wasn't a bot. Now I know now. But this person who had the username of like Jennifer something, like texted me or something. I forgot what they were talking about. But I looked at my account now to see what my name was, and apparently like my real name was like their name, which is just weird.
How did they find that?
I don't know. These people are getting crazier by the day.
Yeah, don't trust links on Discord, he said.
I didn't even tap a link. Like the person just like texted me. I think it was like because it was like I was streaming on Twitch, and then like I think the person was in the chat, and then they found my Discord because I think my Discord was linked.
That's crazy.
It really is. But apparently my username for Discord, if let me just put it in the chat.
Holy shit! We just got a new teaser for the Spider-Man Noir series on Prime. I'm gonna have to do something. Look at that later. That's kind of crazy. I was like, oh, what?
I can't put it in the chat. I have to exit the thing. If they're listening, I can tell them like my username.
Oh yeah, he should still be listening. Yeah, he should.
My username is B1 underscore ED. It's all lowercase. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I scratched that. It's all lowercase, by the way. B1 ED underscore monster.
Did you hear that, Retrolad?
Once again, all lowercase. That's B as in boy, number 1, ED underscore monster. Number 0, by the way, that's what it says. Hashtag 0, number 0.
Well, people are going crazy about this teaser. Yeah, so hopefully he's able to find you that way.
Or we just like put his Discord in the chat. I could.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah. He said. Oh, he asked you in the chat question mark if that's the one it is.
Yeah, that's the one. With a hashtag 0. I think that's what it is. Number 0.
Huh. People are crazy. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's good that he found it. So then that will work.
Yeah, I just got it. Okay, I added him back, and he can invite me to the Discord now.
Yeah. Did you get a friend request? Oh, yeah, he said, did you get a friend request from me?
Yep, I did. I added him back.
Oh, sick.
Well, actually, I was just about to say earlier that I was going to to head off at like 9. I wanted it to get like an even like 2 hours before I just hopped off.
Yeah, well, for sure, man. We're glad you were here.
I'm glad to be here, and thanks for having me, dude. Seriously.
Of course, man. You're welcome anytime, and I'm sure we're gonna do a lot of great things together in the future. So it's gonna be great. It is truly gonna be great, and I'm glad that everyone enjoyed this stream, and I'm glad that we're getting more creators in our stuff. So that's gonna be great because me and Retropod have been really working hard to try and get a lot more creators, more recognition, and just building community, and that's been very important.
I think that's really good. I think like a lot of us, smaller creators, if we did band together, would be like prosperous.
Yeah,
Intermingling communities and whatnot. If we build together, I think it'd be faster, and we can develop a tighter,
yeah,
community.
that's what I'm trying to do. Is the more people you know, you build up together, and we build it and we make it work because that's all we can do.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Rod, I'll let you know. I'm sure my phone will die again if I do that. I'm gonna have to get some things done before I do that. If we do another video call, you're really staying up late tonight, Rod. Huh? I took a nap, so I'll probably be up for a while tonight too. I got to eat dinner pretty soon because I woke up, I had lunch, and then I laid I had breakfast and lunch, and I laid down for a nap. It's been a while since that's happened. So it's like,
All right, I'm gonna head up. How do I leave this thing?
oh, so you just so there should be a way so you can either stop using your cams, and then you should be seeing an option will let you exit. Oh no, you know what you do? You see that little X at the bottom that says Leave Studio?
I'm on the phone. I don't think I have that option.
Okay, so when
Oh
you go
wait,
to the bottom of the screen, so you'll see mute, can't stop cam, settings, present, invite, and leave studio. Do you see leave?
okay.
Do you see leave studio? Okay.
Oh wait, I think I got something here. I'm gonna try that, but I think I see something now. But um, again, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man.
To the chat, thank you guys for asking me questions and whatnot. I appreciate it, seriously.
Yeah. Take care, my friend. I hope that you had fun, and I hope that we'll definitely see you again soon, and hopefully I'll get to interact with you again and do some fun things. We can do some gaming soon, so that'll be fun.
Samsies, man. You guys stay easy, all of you.
Yeah, man. Take care, buddy. No worries. Gone now, so I can answer a couple chats for a little bit, and then I think I'm gonna hop off and have dinner because I do gotta get ready to stream some Rivals with some friends. But I think this is great, and it was great talking with everyone. And just give me 1 second. I will be right back. I need to run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. 1 second, guys. How are we doing on this today? What's our analytics like today? Oh, wow, I guess we lost one ball. Should have put a bar or something. I'm going to end the stream soon, Jake. Are you ready for Rebels? Okay. All right. I'm back, guys. I just had to run to the restroom real quick. Been drinking all that water. My Xbox One was acting a little weird today for some strange reason, so I just disconnected that damn thing and used my PS4 Pro. Wow. I'm gonna ask Topher. Are you ready to play, Topher? Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna have some dinner. I think I'm gonna end the stream. Or actually, maybe not yet. We got 7 people in the chat. I guess I can stay for a little bit. We'll see. 1 second. I am gonna leave soon. Like I said, at least I know how to fix the problem. Is because you haven't used it in a while, Rod. Oh yeah, that's probably something that could help fix that. Just gonna go plug my phone in a minute. But yeah, I'm just waiting till we reach a certain point. If you guys feel pretty good about the stream, we'll end it soon. I just am trying to figure things out right now because I gotta eat some dinner and get all that figured out. Hold up. Oh, hold up. RIP Xbox One. Halo joins. As well. It's over. Sorry, King Store. It's over. And Game Pass is keeping it on life support. Dang. I got all the consoles, so yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, it is what it is. I just finished my interview. Yeah, so that's definitely something. What you bitching about, Retrolad? It's dying, bro. Hold on. No, it's not dying. They're making another console, smartass. Dang. You guys are going head to head now, huh? I'm not surprised. Console wars is tough. I think actually my food in the microwave. 1 sec. I'll be right back. Console wars is dying. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough stuff. No exclusives anymore. Just a third party company like Sega. Yeah. Oh, is Sony not making anything new? That's interesting. I thought Sony would be making new games. Are they not? That would be nice, Rod. Yeah, that's true. We got the Switch 2 coming, so. Bro, the problem is they think people will pay the prices. Why are they doing that, Rod? That's too bad, man. That's too bad they had to be that way. You saving up money for it, Metal? Yeah, it was great. I'm still on live stream for the moment, but I should be off in a minute. Yeah. I wish they would follow it too, man. It'd be nice to have backwards compatible PlayStation games. Well, I'm going to be gaming pretty soon, so Rod, they can't do it. It's something to do with the data. They're trying to figure it out for PlayStation 6. That'd be nice if PlayStation 6 did it. That's awesome that you have that saved. Metal. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, those two consoles were great. I wish I could get a PS2 again, honestly. Yeah, 360 was nice. Retro, do you have any of the old consoles still that you sometimes play? PS2 and Nintendo 64 classics. Oh, they're boxed up, so you've never played them for a long time? Okay, Jake, I'll be hopping off the stream soon and getting ready to stream and play with you soon. Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm just eating some dinner right now. Very soon. How are you feeling? I used to own Sega Dreamcast, PS2. I still have a PSP somewhere. It's pretty cool. I don't think I know where my PS4 is anymore. You wish I still knew where my PS3 was. I had great games on my PS3. My first console was a PlayStation 1. Those are cool. I like that. I need to get another snack. 1 second, guys. I gotta heat up something in the microwave real quick. Still kind of hungry. Woke up hungry today, I guess. Guess we all gotta do what we gotta do when we're hungry, right? I want to eat popcorn, but I won't do it till after I watch the movie probably. I want to watch Love Hurts. Love Hurts looks really freaking good. I gotta get my other reviews done first, I think. Might put it in. Okay, let's do this real quick. Keep that up. Okay, what did I miss in the chat? Super Star Wars hard games on Super Nintendo, you would rage. Oh, really? Yeah. Yeah, those were tough. Which games were those? I played a lot of those games. I was curious which ones were really hard. And what would make me rage? Really? That'd be cool. What reason would you want to get the original Xbox? One second. Oh, not because of Halo. It's mainly because of Call of Duty, Medal of Honor, and Battlefield games. Good console. I remember Jet Set Radio. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those are pretty good ones. Those are good consoles. Got another snack. Okay. Oh, wow. Is it pretty easy to get those old consoles still? Well, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream. So I'm going to go play some Marvel Rivals. But thanks for coming in the stream, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye, guys.